This is how we made our delicious chunky Twix bars. I'm using 250 grams of granulated sugar, and I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of water. Now we're going to melt this over a medium heat. Once the sugar's dissolved, turn the heat up and let it bubble for 4 to 5 minutes. Once it turns to a nice golden brown, take it off the heat, stir in 50 grams of butter and 150 millilitres of double cream. And once everything's combined, leave it to cool down completely before we use it. Once it's cool, just put it into whatever pot or bottle you're using. I'm just using an old tomato sauce bottle. For the shortbread, I'm using 325 grams of plain flour, 325 grams of salted butter, and 110 grams of icing sugar. Bring everything together with your hands until you get a nice smooth dough. Then just roll out your dough and shape it into rectangles. And use a fork to make the little holes that you get in your Twix biscuits. And bake them at 180 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Well, that is how I normally make shortbread, but I've run out of butter and found a packet of these, so I'm just going to use these shortbread biscuits. Melt some chocolate. If you don't have a bain-marie, you can just put a bowl over a pan of water. Just fill each mould segment with some chocolate. Do 2 tablespoons in each one, I think. Spread that out a bit more evenly. And go up the sides a bit with the chocolate. And once you're happy with it, put it in the fridge for 20 minutes for the chocolate to firm up. Right, they're out the freezer now. We're going to line our biscuits up. I might put 1.5 biscuits. These are a bit small for our mould. I'll just cover them with the caramel sauce we made earlier. Once you're happy with it and the caramel's settled into all the little gaps, pop it in the freezer for 10 minutes. These are out of the freezer and we're just covering them with some more milk chocolate. Then put them back in the freezer for another 10 minutes. Now we should be able to pop our chocolates out. And there we have a lovely homemade Twix. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye for now.